Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new series, and in this series we'll be creating a game like Friday Night Funkin in Roblox. And I want to say that I will finish the simulators. Oh, what just happened? Okay, I want to say that I will finish the simulator series. I just got a little bored of it, and since Friday Night Funkin' games are doing pretty good right now, I decided to make one. So what we're gonna do is we'll firstly add a screen GUI to start GUI and rename it to arrows, or maybe just main. And now we will add a image label, and I will leave a link to this plugin in the description. Go to plugins, unit conversion, scale. After doing that, you want to scale your UI however you want. I'm going to go to a website called Icon Finder, and I'm going to try to find a little arrow. So arrow, and I will go to all styles, free, and no link back. And then I am also going to make sure to set this to outline, I think. Nope, no outline, I think. Alright, so I'm going to try to find a good arrow. Filled outline. Let's just put all styles and we'll try to find a good one. I also want to have like a outline in the arrow, but I think, yeah, let's choose this one. I'm probably gonna go with this one. I'm going to go to open this and select this, and I want to make it white. Make sure that your arrow is white, and I'm going to download the icon and put it on my desktop. I'm going to rename it to arrow, and I'm going to go back to Roblox Studio. Now I'm going to change the background transparency of my image label to 1 and the image to the image that we want. So I first gotta publish this as FNF game tutorial, and create. And now I'm going to change the icon. So we'll change it to this arrow. And yeah, that looks pretty nice. Now I'm gonna make it big, a little bigger, not too much. Okay, something like that should do. And I'm also going to check if there's any other. Yeah, there's only one. Okay, so I'm going to make this one, like, for example, a light red. And I will set the rotation to 90. And I'll put it right here. And I will duplicate it. I will rename this to left. And duplicate it again. Set the rotation this time to -90 instead. And we'll rename this one to right. And then we'll duplicate it again and rename this one to up. And I'm going to change the text, the rotation to 0 or 180 degrees. And I'm also going to move this over here, duplicate it again, and rename this to down, and set the rotation this time to 0. Alright, so now if you go ahead and put these together, and don't worry, we will change the colors after. So for now we'll just do this and this. Okay, so that looks pretty cool. Now I'm going to select this one and maybe make it blue. I mean the image color, not the background color. And I'm going to make this one pink, and this one maybe green. And now we'll select all of these, and we'll change the image transparency to 0.5. And now we will select all of them and put them right here. This is just the main system, the arrow system, so we're gonna just put it right here. It's just a placeholder for now. So yeah, what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to add a script to Star GUI. So let's add a local script and rename it to main client and exit out of it, and we will duplicate the arrow and rename it to arrow. And now we will we'll put it inside of replicated storage, and we'll add an int value to it, or maybe a string value, and we'll set the name of value to type, and we'll set this to maybe up, and we're gonna change the color to the up arrow. So I'm going to copy the color of the up arrow, put it right here, and then wait, I did something wrong. I have to copy this again, paste it to the image color of this, and we should be good to go. So now we have the type set to up, and we'll go to this main script and we're gonna put a wait, for example 10 seconds. This is just a placeholder again, so it's just the main arrow system. And well, firstly, before this wait, we're gonna get user input service. So local UIS is equal to game colon get service user input service, user input service, and then we will get I think that's it. Yes, we'll get the player. So let's do that before user input service. There's no difference, but I'm just gonna do that anyways. So local player is equal to game dot players dot local player. And now what we're gonna do is after this wait, we'll put user input service dot input began colon connect function, and then we will put input as the first argument, and we're gonna just be using input for now. And then in here, I think we're gonna do yes if input dot key code is equal to enum dot key code dot, and we'll get the right arrow. I don't remember how to do this. I've never done that before, so I'm just going to search it here. 5 greater than age home insert. I'm going to try to find it. So I think it was like right or something. Yes, right. Then we're gonna firstly just print pressed right arrow. This is just to test because I just want to know if this is the right input. So let's see if that works. Alright, so if we press the right arrow, it's not printing anything. So that's kind of a problem. Oh, it does press it. I just did not press it correctly. Alright, so it does work. Now we'll go back to this, and we will change this to, we're gonna create a variable for the arrow. So local arrow is equal to game dot replicated storage dot arrow, and what we're gonna do is when they press it, we will check. Let me think about this. So we have that. I think the best way to do this is to firstly get tween service. No, we're not gonna be getting tween service. Let's firstly clone the arrow. So is equal to game dot replicated storage dot arrow clone, and arrow dot parent arrow.parent is equal to script.parent, and we're gonna set arrow.position is equal to script.parent dot, we'll set it to, we're gonna create a variable for position y, which is going to be equal to script.parent.main.up position y scale, and let's make sure that we use the plugin. Yes, scale, and we're gonna get the position x, so local position x is equal to script.parent.main.up position x scale, and then we'll set the arrow position is equal to udim2 new, and we'll set it to position x and a comma and a 0 and a comma, and we'll set this to 0.5 for now, and comma and 0, and let's see if that works. And I forgot to parent it to the screen GUI, and I parented it to the start GUI, so script.parent.main. And if we go ahead and just play, it should pop up on the middle of the screen. Okay, so it did not pop up on the middle of the screen. Let's try to figure out why that happened. Arrow down, arrow. Did it even clone it? Alright then, we're just gonna try to, oh, because of the weight, sorry, let me just remove the weight for now, and let's see if that works. So as you can see, it did put the position right there. Now, what we're gonna do, since it's an up arrow, we're gonna set its rotation, so arrow.rotation is equal to, and we're gonna set it to 180 degrees. And now if you go ahead and play the game, the rotation should be set to 180 degrees. Okay, so now we're gonna turn this into a function. So function add arrow, and we're gonna send the first parameter, which is going to be arrow type, and then we're just gonna be sending the arrow type. So we're gonna check if arrow type is equal to up, then make sure you type up all caps, and then we're gonna remove this clone from here, and what we will be doing is we will do local cloned arrow is equal to arrow clone, and then cloned arrow.parent is equal to main, and we're gonna create a variable for the main, so local main is equal to script.parent.main, and then we'll set its position, so arrow.position, so we're gonna just copy this position x, and we'll put it right there, and then we'll set the position to udim2.new and just copy that and paste it here. And instead of this, let's keep it at 0.5, and we're gonna set the rotation, so arrow.rotation is equal to 180 degrees, and now we'll just delete these and we'll see if that works. So firstly, we're gonna make it so that when you press right, we'll call this function just to test. So add arrow, and we're gonna send up, and if you go ahead and play the game now, it should clone the arrow and put its position. So if we press right, that should happen. Alright, so it did. And now what we're gonna do is we'll remove this. We know that the function now works. And in here, we're gonna check else if arrow type is equal to down, then we'll just copy all of this, and we're gonna set the rotation to 0, and the position x, just grab dot parent dot down dot position dot x dot scale, and that should be working. Now we'll try to call the function. So add arrow, and we're gonna send it down, and then we're gonna call the function again, and we're gonna send up, and it should clone the arrow. And if we go ahead and press right, it put one right there, and if we go ahead and press it again, it put it right there. But I still have a little problem though, and actually we don't have a little problem. We just have to put the rotation of the down arrow. Actually, we don't need to put the down arrow rotation. I just have to put this right there and this right here. That was just a big mistake I made. So let's take everything again and put it at the center. And now it should be fixed. So we should not have the same arrow in the same position. So we're going to press this. We have one here and one here. So that works, but I still don't know why do we have this arrow right here. So let's see why that happened. I should clone the arrow. Yeah, let's check that. Let's test that again and see if it's a bug or something. So we're gonna press this. That's a bit weird. Alright, so what if we just call the up function? I think it's because we're calling two of them at the same time. Maybe. Alright, so it's definitely not the fix. And now it works. That's weird. That's really weird. So you just set the position X and the rotation to 180 degrees. Okay. So we have a little problem. We're gonna put this, we're gonna open the notepad and put this right here. And we're gonna put this here for now. And we're gonna test this again. So if we test it again, it should have the bug. Yes. So, I'm thinking of a way to fix this bug. What if I put this to 1? And then we set the rotation, so local clone. Oh, I know why. Sorry guys for that. That's just very, very easy to fix. We just have to put a cloned arrow, not arrow. Sorry, that was just a big mistake. And we're gonna copy this back and just put it right here. Cloned arrow. And now we're gonna set its color. So cloned arrow dot image color is equal to color3 dot from RGB and we'll do, actually we don't need to do that. is equal to script dot parent dot main dot up dot image color 3. And just copy this again and put it right here. And instead of up, we'll change this to down. And you go ahead and test the game again. It should work with no bugs. I hope so. I'm not sure though. Alright, so it does work. Yes. Oh, it actually does not work. What am I doing? Oh, it does work. I just did not call the function again. So let's do that again. And arrow, and we're gonna send down. So now we have a function that sends the arrow, and yeah. So if we press this, press it again, and nothing works. Alright, so image color. Oh, image color 3, sorry, image color 3. So image color 3, not image color. Alright, so if you test it again, it should work now. And I already said that. So let's check that. Okay, so it works perfectly. It now creates the color. And now we will just copy and paste this. So else if arrow type is equal to left, then what we're gonna do is just copy all of this and arrow clone script.parent.main left this time, and left, and copy the rotation of the left arrow, which is 90, so we'll put that rotation to 90, and yeah, that should work now. Let's try to call it again. So add arrow left, should be working now. Alright, so let's call this, and it does work. Now we have to add a left one. So else if arrow type is equal to right, then what we're gonna do is copy this again, put it here, change the left to right, change the rotation to -90 this time, so we just have the opposite thing. So that should be working. Alright, so now when we click it, it does not work. Should be easy to fix though. Oh, because we did not call the function. So arrow type, add arrow, and we're gonna send right this time. Now if we go ahead and play this, it should work. So if we go ahead and press that, it does work perfectly. Now we just have to set the position to a random number. So math.random, we're gonna start from, by the way, I'm putting this in here. So we're gonna start from, actually, yeah, we're gonna start from 1.5 to -4. Maybe we just, oh, we don't have to use a random number. We just put this to 1. And all we have to do is to put all of these to 1. And after that, all you have to do is to just get tween service. Let me just put this here. 1. And we're just going to get tween service. So local. We're gonna just do cloned arrow, column tween. Let me zoom in a bit. Tween position. We're gonna put this to udim2.new and position x, comma 0, comma -1, and then comma and then 0. And now just copy this. Now before we copy it, let's see if it works with the up arrow first, and then we're gonna test it with the other arrows. So if we go ahead and press this, yes, it does work. That's just great. So it does work, and it even works perfectly. Now all we have to do is copy this, and I think, do we have any errors? Nope. So that's really cool. Let's paste this here, and paste it here, and paste it here. Now let's check if this works. So let's play the game and see how it is. Alright, so it does work. Now I just have to destroy the arrow after a bit of time, so I don't have 700 arrows stored in there. And what we're gonna do is in here, we'll firstly return arrow. Return arrow, cloned arrow. And we'll return it right here again. So return cloned arrow. And we'll do the same thing right here. Return cloned arrow and put it right here again. So return cloned arrow. And now we're going to remove this, and we'll have a table right here. So local arrow types is equal to, and a table which we will fill right now. So we're gonna have up, and then we're gonna have down, and then we're gonna have left, and then we're gonna have right. And now what we want to do is, I forgot to firstly destroy the arrow after a bit of time, so we'll do that after. We will put this back, and what we're gonna do is up here we'll put a while loop. So while true do, I just want to test, so this is just the main arrow system. Put a wait, and we'll choose a random, well, wait 5 seconds. Local random type is equal to arrow types and square brackets math.random, and we'll put from 1 to hashtag arrow types. And then what we're gonna do is we'll call the function, which is add arrow, and we'll send random arrow type, and then that should fix it, I think. Alright, so after a bit of time it should work, I think. Alright, so it does work. Let's have that it chooses a random type again. Yeah, so as you can see, it chooses a random type every time. And after this, we will change this to music, and then we're gonna be using sound amplitude to fix it. And instead of tuning the position to -1, might as well just tune it to the position Y of the arrow. So to local position Y, so local position Y is equal to script.parent.main.right.position.y.scale. And then in here we're just gonna remove this dot, and we'll put position Y right here. So now we've got to copy all of this, put it right here, and instead of using right, we'll put this to left, and in here we'll put this to position Y. And let's copy this again and put it right here, down this time, and we'll put this to down to position Y, and we'll just do the same thing again. So local position Y is equal to, let's just paste it right here, and up, and in here we're just going to put it to the position X, to the position Y, and then we're gonna put a weight point let's put 1 second, and then we're gonna do count arrow, count destroy. And we might gonna have to wrap this function in a core time.wrap. So I think we'll do that after this tutorial, maybe in part 2. Core time.wrap just basically wraps the function. So now we'll check if it works. So each random time, and as you can see, it destroys it after a second. So that's really cool. But maybe you want to set the speed. So to set the speed, all you have to do is in here we're gonna put a comma, nil, and a comma and 0.6 or something, which is the speed. So let's do that again, put a comma and that, and let's do it again here, comma, that, and comma 0.6. Nil, nil, and 0.6. And if you go ahead and test it again, it should work way better. Alright, so it does not seem to be working. Oh, I just have to wait, I think. Well, it's not working. Oh, it does work. I just put the time a bit way too high, I think. Wait, what did I do wrong? Like, this was seriously working just fine. And now it's taking ages to... Let's just put 0.5 right here and see how that works. Alright, so it does not seem to be working. I mean, yeah, it does work. But it keeps on choosing the same type. Actually, it's just... I'm kind of confused right now. Like, seriously. Alright, so I guess we just broke it with that 0.4. Let me check if that was the problem. Just don't do what I'm doing right now. I'm just testing this right now. Oh, I know why. It's because we need to wrap it in a core time.wrap. Yes, that's probably why. If you remove the weight and you remove the destroy thing. Oh, I know why. Real sorry about that. It was just my bad. Alright, let's hope that I can actually get this back to how it was. Alright, wait one, clone temp, clone arrow, clone destroy. The reason why was because we destroy it every time without having it wait. So let's put the nil here, comma nil, and 0.6, and copy this here, put it right here, change this to comma nil, comma 0.6, and we'll put it here again, and comma nil, not here, comma nil, comma 0.6, and let's close this. And we're gonna do the same thing again. Just boring. comma nil, comma nil, and a comma and 0.6. And now that should be working just fine. So if we go ahead and test it, it should work. 100% sure it's gonna work. Alright, so I chose this arrow this time, and now it should go to another arrow, or yes. Alright, so that does work pretty well. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna make it so that when they, oh, what am I doing? I just have to put this to -1, sorry. So let's put this back to -1 instead of that. Oh my god, what am I doing? Alright, so this is gonna be it for today's tutorial. Well, part 2 is coming very soon. If this helped, make sure to subscribe, like the video, share it, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.